Almost time for kickoff here. We're almost ready to go underway here in Calicut. Both teams have been notoriously stingy at the back. Maharashtra conceded just one against Sikkim, whereas Mizoram have conceded two, both coming in the opening game against Kerala, the hosts. What a fantastic game that was, folks. Mizoram came from 2-1 down to defeat Kerala in the very last minute, and they'll be hoping for a similar result this time around against Maharashtra. Here, your match officials, you have the main referee Ruba Devi from Manipur. You have very experienced referee Uvena Fernandez, who's also been a referee at the Junior World Cup level. She'll be assisted by Jyoti Gaur. And we are underway. Maharashtra looking to move the ball up the right. Captain Muriel Adam attacking already. Mizoram looked to be lining up in a 4-1-4-1 formation, and they'll be looking to keep the experienced Maharashtra strikers out, especially Karen Pace, who already has a hat trick in this tournament to her name. Mizoram with the attack now, and it's cleared. What can they do here? The ball in Mizoram's final defensive third. Oh, that's a giveaway. Can Maharashtra? No, they can't. Ball back with Maharashtra. Can they progress up the pitch? On the right now. Oh, that's a wasted chance for Maharashtra. Referee signals for a corner. There was number 11, Arifa. Ritika to take the corner. And nothing comes of it. Can Mizoram counter here? Mizoram seem content to play in their own half for now. Maharashtra press for the early initiative here. Mizoram with the attack now. And it's cleared. Maharashtra look to be lining up with five at the back. Like that's an interesting choice of formation by coach Daryl Samuel. We have to see if they can break down this disciplined Mizoram defense. And a throw in from the left. Early signs are that this will be a tight match. Two very compact defensive units here who give nothing away. Mizoram look to progress. And Muriel Adams steals the ball. That's out of play. That's a throw in from the right. Mizoram look to progress. Mizoram, remember, do have a national team player in their ranks. Number 11, Grace Lal Rampari, who brings with her bags of experience and has played many times for the Blue Tigresses. That's a simple catch. The Mizoram goalkeeper Lal Roselli, the Mizoram keeper, is one of the few D license holders from her state, and she's also a physical health education graduate. She hopes to start her own academy in Mizoram someday. A person who does have her own academy is Kimberly Fernandez, number 3, the vice captain and centre back for Maharashtra. She's also working at the Force Sagoa Foundation. Mizoram with the attack here and saved by keeper. One of the Mizoram players is down. We have a short break while she's being attended to. Another look at the attack here. Maharashtra's number 11 Arifa did well to close down the Mizoram striker, but not before she could get a shot away. She's been taken off the field while we resume play. Ball out to number 3 Kimberly Fernandez. Mizoram have shared the goals evenly in this tournament, with Grace Lalrampari getting 2, Elizabeth getting 2, and it's the same for Langlun Siami. Mizoram with a throw now. Arifa very quick to bounce on any mistakes by Mizoram. Maharashtra look to build up attack, but it breaks down in Mizoram's final defensive third. And offside. Number 12, Zaire Moy, got offside. She also goes by Zai, is predominantly a left winger, and is one of the prospects to look out for. Reports coming in that women's national team coach Thomas Denerby will also be at the tournament to scout an all-star team, which is likely to play against the Indian women's senior national team after this tournament. Most of these women will hope to impress him and make it to the all-star team. The eventual goal is to make it to the senior national team who are going to play at the AFC Asian Cup. Just a reminder for you all, the AFC Asian Cup starts Jan 20th, and India group with China and Chinese Taipei. Mizoram with the throw in. Can they capitalize? It's a goal kick for Maharashtra. That's a goal! Mizoram take an early lead. And what a celebration! They're over the moon. Mizoram broke through at will and slaughtered it home. Maharashtra with all to do here. It's only the second goal they've conceded this whole tournament. Maharashtra, can they claw back? Coach Daryl Samuel will certainly hope so. Mizoram look to double their lead here. Maharashtra will be bitterly disappointed by that early goal, but they know that they have the firepower in Karen Pace and Muriel Adam to claw the goal back. You can see Coach Rosara from the sidelines, animated. He's egging the team on. Oh, that's a slice. And the keeper goes when Nupui will gather that. Mizoram looking to play out defense, but that's a risky strategy as Maharashtra have shown time and again. A bit of trickery with Arifa there, but she can't get past the Mizoram defender, and it's called back for a foul. Mizoram look to counter. That's how they look to be predominantly playing this match, whereas Maharashtra have chosen the high press. It's a foul on number 9, Elizabeth. And it's called back for offside. Maharashtra holding their shape really well. It's a long free kick, but intercepted a Mizoram player. Coach Rosara will be happy with what he's seen so far. They're sitting deep, keeping their shape, and looking to counter. Elizabeth, especially, has been a handful on the counter. She's aided by Indian Women's International Grace Lal Rampari. Today's captain for Maharashtra, Muriel Adam, looking to seize the initiative back for them, and that's cleared. Most of our Maharashtra team are a part of the junior national squad who played in the 2016 and 17 editions. For Captain Muriel Adam, it's been a long journey and a beautiful ball through. Can they capitalize? Mizoram save it, and it's a throw in. Wonderful opportunity for Maharashtra, their best of the half so far, and they'll be bitterly disappointed not to convert that. The captain Muriel Adam, she's from Pune, ace striker. The majority of the team is from Mumbai and Thana, whereas you also have women from Nagpur, Gondia, Pune, Aishwarya Bonde, who scored in the last match, is from Buldana. Mizoram's women have to be careful as Maharashtra look to be advancing up the pitch. They look to be making these blindside runs behind their centre backs and between their full backs. A throw in from Maharashtra now. Mizoram look to counter, but the Maharashtra women keep their shape well. Offside. Number 12, Zai. Zai was one of the four women who scored in a win, convincing 4-0 win against Madhya Pradesh. For this Mizoram team, Elizabeth, number 9, has won two Player of the Match trophies so far. She'll be looking to make it three. Muriel Adam with Maharashtra's best chance so far. What can Maharashtra do of it? This stream brought to you by Sports KPI, the market leaders in Indian football analytics. Follow them on all social media. And a big thank you to the All India Football Federation and the Kerala government for putting together this wonderful tournament. These two teams, Maharashtra and Mizoram, will be happy as they made it to the quarterfinals for the first ever time. Now, that was a beautiful ball if it had gone through, fortunately blocked by the Maharashtra defense. And they look to counter now and cleared in the nick of time as number 6, Karen Pace, was bearing down on goal. Corner. Well dealt with by Mizoram, but that seems to be another corner. The winner of this match is slated to face the winner of Mizoram versus Assam, which is another heavyweight clash. 20-time champions Manipur will look to apologize. Manipur versus Assam. 20 times champions Manipur will be looking to add a 21st crown. It's a chance for Maharashtra, and they'll be ruining these chances if they don't score one soon. So close. Very good position. Excellent cross, but not the finish to go with it. Mizoram's keeper showing composure to play it out from a back. Number 12, Grace Ralampur has been a handful for Maharashtra. She keeps playing incisive through balls, showing all her national team experience, keeping the ball in the middle, an absolute dynamo in midfield. Mizoram do love their line breaking passes. Maharashtra will be too wary of that. One more goal and could be an uphill task for them. Captain Muriel Adam trying her best to make some inroads down the right, but number 5, Muani, clears it out. Number 11, Arifa, has made a lot of inroads down the right. She's been one of the players to show real intent and have a go at the Mizoram defense. Oh, that's a great steal by number 2, Valencia, but nothing comes of it. Valencia scored a brace in Maharashtra's dominant 6-0 win against Arunachal Pradesh on the first match day. Karen Bay scored a hat trick. Beautiful ball there. Can Mizoram capitalize? Bearing down on goal now. And it's a second! It's a second for Mizoram. Beautifully worked there. One of those line breaking passes was bound to get through, and so it has proved. Mizoram doubled their lead. Lovely finish here. No chance for the keeper. Perhaps she could have come out and closed the angle sooner. But full marks to the scorer, Elizabeth. This beautiful, beautiful finish here. Maharashtra now really up against it. Kimberly Fernandez looking to force the issue. Number 11, Arifa, what can she do? You have to say Maharashtra really can't afford to let another one in now. Another line breaking pass, but offside. Maharashtra saved. You have to say there's food for thought for coach Daryl Samuel. And Mizoram keep getting beyond the Maharashtra central defenders. They've been a handful for Kimberly Fernandez and number 18 Annie Anthony. Lovely 1-2 there. Mizoram really strutting their stuff. And there's a run, but keeper Anjali Barke comes out to save the day. At just 18, watch out for her. Watch out for this whole Maharashtra team, in fact. This average ages of 21, 22, and they're sure to get better with years going by. It's a nasty injury for a Mizoram player, fouled by Annie Anthony on number 13, Lalbiak Tikhi. Mizoram will be hoping she's okay as we take a drinks break. Summary of the match so far. Maharashtra started well with the high press. They looked to get in behind Mizoram, but so far Mizoram's dented their opportunities. They have not got any change out of the fullbacks as they've held firm, compact. Mizoram played a low block, looked to play mostly on the counter, and when they've got the ball, they played some exquisite passes to number 9 Elizabeth, who's been an absolute workhorse up front. Now Mizoram with another opportunity. Can they capitalize? Number 12 Zai seeks to keep it in, but she can't. The sunny day at the EMS Corporation Stadium as the players refresh, rehydrate, look to go again. Rosara will be telling his team to calm down, to take it easy. They tune it up. They just have to see out the half. What do Maharashtra do from here? Maybe a change in formation. You have to say the five at the back has prevented them from going as forward as they would have wanted to. Maybe we'll see a more attacking formation in the second half. Number three, Kimberly Fernandez looks to take the free kick. It's a floated ball at the counter. Grace, well cut out for Kimberly Fernandez. At 25, she's the oldest player in the squad. Speaking to us yesterday, she was full of praise for the home state body. Said, "We are here because of them. The amount of football we've played over the last 3 years, second to none." Number two, Valencia. Mizoram strong on the tackle, not letting anything by them. Nipui with the goal kick, and Maharashtra gave it back. Miradum, the ball to Arifa. Alung Muani, number five, has been rock solid at left back. Nothing's got past her. Nothing at all. It's an interesting battle between her and Arifa. Corner and pin ball in the box. And it's a penalty. The referee looks to award a penalty to Maharashtra. A lifeline for Muriel Adam and her troops. Mizoram argue, but Ruba Devi's mind is made up. Looks to be Annie Anthony stepping up. Annie versus Nipui. Big, big moment from Maharashtra. They have to capitalize on this. Huge chance for them. Short run up for Annie. What can she do here? Can she drag her team back into it? Oh, she skies it! Can't believe it! Huge signs of jubilation from Nipui and the Mizoram team. They go into a group hug. Huge let off for them. Huge let off. Annie will be kicking herself after that miss. Oh, dear me. That was blazed over the bar. What a let off for Mizoram. What a let off. Number five, Akanksha and Mizoram look to add insult to injury. Another one of those passes coming in from the blind side. Oh, Elizabeth has it again. Danger signs for Maharashtra. Time and again. Time and again. Miriami and Elizabeth keep making these runs behind And he should not beat herself up, but that was a golden chance for Maharashtra. Huge lifeline that they've squandered. It's an uphill task in the second half. Mizoram haven't afforded them many opportunities, but that was one short corner. But the routine doesn't work out as Maharashtra look to counter through Arifa. Muriel. Oh, it's a, oh, Elizabeth can't. She doesn't take the opportunity afforded to her by the lapse in concentration there. They've now switched to a four at the back. Look to throw more bodies up front. Nipui grabs it. They'll be looking to see this out until half time without any more alarm bells. You can't say the same for Maharashtra as Miriami and Elizabeth have made these dangerous runs over and over and over again. Something that Coach Daryl Samuel has to address at halftime. This could become a one sided affair really quickly. Maharashtra with two great chances, one from Muriel Adam through open play, and another a penalty, Manny Anthony, but that was blazed over the bar. Two very young teams here, two first time quarterfinalists, both giving it their all, and one will become a first time semi finalist. Offside. The way Mizoram are playing, they're bound to be caught offside. But on the occasions they do go through, alarm bells for Anjali Barke in goal. Maharashtra haven't made those recovery runs and she's been left to fend for herself quite a few times. And another giveaway. Mizoram look to counter. Grace. And she's through. She's through, but she's wide. And Anjali Barke saves the day again. That was number 16, Laltan Sangi, who was through on goal. You have to say that Maharashtra started the game as the stronger side, but Mizoram have grown into it and they've thrown this lightning fast counter punches, which Maharashtra simply haven't been able to deal with. Mizoram's midfield keep making these darting runs, and Maharashtra have no answer to that. And now, as they throw bodies forward, we could see Mizoram grab a few more on the counter. They have to be very vigilant, Maharashtra. Number 18, Annie. She'll be bitterly disappointed by her miss. That's a loose ball for number 12, Zai. Maharashtra's women have all to do it in the second half. Mizoram's young coach Rosara looks comfortable. He looks calm. Elizabeth. The fullbacks Chanhimi, the captain, and Muani have been stellar for Mizoram. They haven't given Maharashtra any change down the flank. No signs of Maharashtra breaking them down. Very difficult in the second half. Chanhimi with the throw. Miriami offside. Clear offside there. Went too way too early. Maharashtra looking to get something back before half time. Kimberly. She plays to Muriel. Annie. The long range pass. But she can't connect with her forward line. Arifa. Closer in fast. Zai. Zai has been a real live wire down this left. As has been Grace in the middle. As have been Miriami and Elizabeth up front. Ball in midfield. Offside again. Pansangi looking to play it through. Number 2 Valencia on the left and Arifa on the right. They'll be looking to make inroads in the second half, but so far they've been unsuccessful. We could see Gondia girl Trupti Deep in the second half. Trupti already has 2 goals to her name and she'll be looking to add a third. She was dropped for hat trick scorer Karen Pace, but we could definitely see her in the second half as Maharashtra look to claw way back into the match, or else they could be going home and Mizoram into the semi-finals. A potential all northeastern clash. Now Maharashtra look to press higher up, but Mizoram able to break the press every single time. Every single time. Lovely to watch. As the game meanders down towards halftime, Maharashtra look to grab one on the counter. Tansangi is firm. Oh, lovely ball there. What can they do here? Zai. She takes a shot from way out, but to no avail. Poor choice there. Could have opted to cross it. Some of our viewers saying Mizoram able to find these through balls very easily, outnumbering Maharashtra in midfield. A lot of space between Maharashtra midfield and defensive lines, and Mizoram just flooding that space, completely dominating them in the midfield battle. Coach Rosara will be very happy and perhaps a bit disappointed that his team haven't scored 3 or 4 more. They've certainly had the chances. They've definitely been able to break through at will. And there'll be a handful for whichever team they face next. If they do qualify, you have to say the probability looks higher for Mizoram now. If Maharashtra had scored one, we could have seen some nerves from Mizoram, but for now they sit comfortable with the two-goal lead. Lovely ball, can pace. Nupui saves. You have to feel for 21-year-old Karen. She hasn't got the service that she thought she would. The 21-year-old from PIFA Sports, Kolaba, has also played for Hans from Delhi, Bodyline from Mumbai, and Alakpura from Haryana. Karen and Kimberly tell us there are a lot of girls. Now she has chance. Now can she score? Another golden chance for Maharashtra. Both Muriel and Karen with one-on-one chances against the keeper, but they simply can't make them count. And against a Mizoram team that's so rampant on the counter, they can't afford to waste these chances. Simply can't. As we wind down to half time, Coach Darrell will be telling them to be more efficient in the second half, but they really should have had one goal back. A couple of great chances. Them Maharashtra perhaps need to push up, compact the space, not allow the freedom of midfield to Mizoram, which they've exploited all day long. Now, what can Maharashtra do? You can see one, two, three, four, five Mizo women around the ball. Emphasis on numerical superiority. But when Maharashtra do bypass the midfield, there is a glimmer of hope. They haven't got much hope from the flank, but when they played down the middle, you have to say they've created a chance or two. What can they do to get back into the match? Another through ball. Again, again a long ranger, but Anjali Varke is on a line this time. The young 18-year-old from Krida Prabodhini doing well, positioning better this time. She's not going to be beaten again from that range. But Mizoram, you have to say, they keep finding these counters, they keep finding these balls behind the defense. Arifa, the captain Muriel Adam, forcing Mizoram to clear it out. It's tough for Maharashtra as Mizoram look to sit deep, counter with pace. A corner for them. Maharashtra need to be calmer on the ball, need to take the opportunities. Can they take this? Corner. And confusion in the box. A foul to Mizoram. It's half time. Mizoram lead 2-0. They'll be the happier team. They've had more chances. Maharashtra have been tried to force the issue, but they haven't been able to. They've struggled against the pace of Mizoram in midfield, who've outnumbered them. All to play for in the second half. Stay tuned. Welcome back to a start of second half at the AMS Corporation Stadium. Mizoram leading 2-0. What can they do? Maharashtra need to get one goal earlier in this half to stand any chance. Mizoram kickoff. Chanhimi. Number 2 Valencia closing down Chanhimi. Number 9 Elizabeth. She's been a real handful for Maharashtra, as has been the other forward, Miriami. Number 2 Valencia playing it in to Muriel. Maharashtra looked to get back into this game with real intensity. The squad are great friends. Many of them have come in from the junior national squad that have been playing together for Maharashtra for 3-4 years. They're great friends. At number 5, Akanksha takes a free kick and Nupui spills it and Maharashtra score! They score! They get a back! They get a goal back! Exactly what they wanted. A lifeline for Daryl Samuel's team. Nupui spilled the free kick. We're off again, but Maharashtra are back into this game now. Makes for a really interesting second half. We're 2-1 up, Mizoram, but they can't take anything for granted. We've got a grandstand finish on our hands. If Maharashtra can trouble Mizoram a little more, this was not in the script for Rosara and his team. They will not be happy to concede so early in the second half. They had the momentum going to a second half, but that's evaporated in a second. Maharashtra seizing the initiative, coming out with fire. Number 3, Chanhimi. Elizabeth keeping it in. Mizoram breakthrough lines again, but Maharashtra standing firm. The group of 3 in midfield much more closer to defense now. Exactly what we had said in the first half. They need to be more compact. They need to avoid these line breaking passes. They need to avoid mistakes like that. Zai steals the ball, but number 3 Kim is solid. She's moved to right back with Annie and number 4 Afreen at centre back. What can Maharashtra do? They've got a goal back. Oh, she plays through to Karen. And Mizoram are there to clear. Annie plays it to Valencia. Muriel and Karen always looking to sneak in. But number 4, Paudi, the centre back, has held firm for Mizoram. Paudi with a free kick. Looking for Elizabeth Miriami again. They've done that countless times. Laltan Sangi, oh! Maharashtra hold firm. But if the ball had gone through, it could have been curtains for them. Valencia placed the ball down the line, but no one there. Murilatham chases it down. The captain, she has to drive her team on now. They've got a goal back. One more, and we're right back in where we started. Deadlocked. Number 8, Mansi. Miriami plays it through. But Maharashtra defend well. They don't let the ball go in. Oh, it's a mistake. Can they capitalize? No, Anjali Barke is off her line way too early. She's been vigilant. She looked out for these. Oh, that's sloppy from Mizoram. That's sloppy. They could have played it through. It could have resulted in another chance. But they didn't hold. And they're called offside. Cannon pays. Dropping deep. Now they break again through Grace Mizoram. What can they do? And he puts in a superb last ditch challenge to deny Grace a shot on goal. And he desperate to make amends for that penalty miss in the first half. She'll be really disappointed. Grace to the corner. What can they do? Mizoram. Can they restore their 2 goal lead? Rosario will hope so. Corner, but it's a wildly outswinging corner. Oh no! Mizoram can't capitalize. Call for offside. For a second there, it looked like he might be through on goal. Now Maharashtra get the counter fast. Number 14 loses the ball. Ritika. Anjali Bark has shown composure despite the barrage of shots she's had to face, despite the number of one-on-ones that she had to face. She's held firm in the face of danger. Now Maharashtra counter, win the ball back in midfield to Valencia, number 2. Ruba Devi calls for a foul, and we might have the game's first yellow. We do. I think that was to Paudi. We'll just have confirmation in a second. The game's first yellow card. Cynical challenge. And rightly called. Afreen with the free kick. What can she produce? Nupui seems to be spilling a lot of these routine catches to come to haunt Mizoram as they look to counter. Elizabeth, an absolute live wire. She's sure to have caught Thomas Denby's attention, as has Grace Lalampari, as has number 16 Thansangi. What a shift by her in the middle. Now Elizabeth really tormenting the Maharashtra defense. This Mizoram team has some serious young talent, some some really good women who deserve their chance at the topmost level. But then there are so many talents that Denby has a tough time to pick from all of them for the Asian Cup. In case you were living under a rock, India score against Brazil, Manisha Kalyan. What a moment. Elizabeth caught offside again. Mizoram playing the same game from the first half, but Maharashtra seemed to have caught on. They're smarter. But if one of these balls go through, and there's a high probability one might, considering the The frantic pace of the Mizoram game. Mizoram just outpaced Maharashtra here. Now, what can Karen Pace do? Ball stolen off her. Elizabeth, real live wire, dropping into midfield, getting balls, linking up with Miriami, Grace, Tansangi. For me, she's been the standout performer of the match, and so has Grace, and so has Tansangi. Powdy loses out, but they clear it. Now Neja walks from Maharashtra. They switch play to the other flank. A poor ball there. Maharashtra have to do better. Keep composure when they get the ball. Not aimlessly give it away like on that occasion. Once again, this stream brought to you by Sports KPI, the market leaders in analytics in Indian football. A big thank you to the Kerala government and the All India Football Federation to put into this wonderful tournament. They threw on goal Mizoram. Can they capitalize? Now can she put in the cross? She can't. She waited, and Annie was there to snuff out the danger. She seems to have started second half for the purpose, Annie. That missed fresh in her memory, but we have to credit her for her defense. Some moments are just best forgotten, and for Annie, she has to move on as Mizoram get a corner. Grace with a corner. Now Maharashtra clear it away, and they get to it first. Murilatham. Oh, Karen Pace is bundled the ball. They're strong in the tackle on Mizoram. Oh, another through ball. How many of these have they got through? Number 8 Mansi with a good clearance. The left back. She's had her hands full. As have the entire Maharashtra defense really. They've not been given a moment's peace by the sea of red coming their way. Mizoram again. The referee lets play go on. Ruba Devi, experienced campaigner. The ball out wide. Arif on that flank has been very frustrated. Anjali comes out. It's a mistake. And it's a shot on goal. But it's cleared. Maharashtra will breathe a sigh of relief as Anjali collapses to the ground. Think she might have received a knock in coming out for the ball. Alarm bells for Maharashtra again. Maharashtra really struggling to contain this wave of red. They keep making mistakes at the back. Mizoram could have easily finished this game off. Now Chanhemi with the cross. Anjali Barke comes out for it. She misses it. But Maharashtra clear it out. Oh, that's a nasty foul. That's another yellow for Mizoram. I think that was 14 Ritika who was on the end of that. Hope she's okay. Yeah, she's walked up. She looks to be fine. Mizoram going full blooded into these challenges, not leaving any quarter. They want to go through. It's 2-1. Remember, Maharashtra scored at the very start of the half. Uh, they're growing into it. They're growing in confidence. These young girls from Maharashtra, from Thana, from Mumbai, from Pune, from Gondia. Another ball through, another ball through. The dangerous game from Maharashtra. To the throw in now. Number two, Valencia on the left. She and Arifa have been left frustrated with lack of opportunities on the flank. As Valencia especially she's been expertly marshalled by the captain Chanhimi. Now Mizoram play these amazing chipped, sliced, diced through balls behind the Maharashtra defense and looking to counter now. Maharashtra, can they go? Oh, they can't. And the referee's blown for a foul. That nasty collision there, nasty. To see if the two women are okay. Ruba Devi explaining to the Mizoram players that to leave the decision to her, the physio's on. We hope both the players are okay. Confirmation that Tansangi was awarded in yellow. But apart from that, she had a really stellar match, sitting at the base of the midfield, dictating proceedings for Mizoram, effortlessly putting the forwards through. Tansangi, another golden player for Mizoram. Of course, for the national team, Sangeeta Basfore, who played that role, may have been ruled out of the Asian Cup with an ACL. Martina Thakcham, who is an understudy, has played a few matches under Thomas Dennerby and we're looking to make the sport our own. But these national football championships are a good chance for all these women to showcase their skills, not only to viewers at home, but also to our scouts who are watching. And they are watching as we've heard that Dennerby might put together an all-star team to take on India, take on the Indian senior women's national team. That should be fun. Karen Pace is okay, the 21-year-old. She scored 25 goals in senior competitions across the last 3 years as the 21-year-old striker from Thana in Mumbai, Karen Pace. She looks to be okay. Been given some refreshment now. Chance have been hard to come, but both her and Muri Latham got guilt-edged one-on-ones. Karen Pace on the sidelines, going to go in. Now Maharashtra back in search for equalizer as time ticks down. Very little time for them. It's now or never for them. Another ball through. Now can she hold her run, Elizabeth? But before that, Miriam loses the ball. And he's strong on, but Maharashtra lose the ball again. Poor ball from Mizoram. Again, Elizabeth dropping into defense, harrying and hassling. Number 8, Mansi. Oh, that's a cross, but nothing comes of it. It's a foul to Maharashtra. Mizoram breaking through at will. A third goal will almost surely finish off Maharashtra, whereas a second goal might mean extra time. Might mean more 30 minutes for the players, but the viewers won't mind. That's what they're here for. Quality football action. Karen Pace with the ball. Oh, she misses a kick. Kim slips at the last moment. How many of these chances will Maharashtra get? Anjali Barke with a goal kick straight to Zai. Grace with a lovely ball. Lovely ball. Can Elizabeth finish it off? She shoots. Anjali Barke saves. But it's a goal! They finished it off. Mizoram with the third. It's Miriam with the second of the game. And we're going to see the trademark Group CU celebration. Wait for it. And there it is. It's a lovely sight to watch from Mizoram. What grace, what a lovely ball. Sliced through the Maharashtra defense. And Elizabeth bearing through on goal, took a shot, saved by Anjali Barke, but there was Miriami to slot in the rebound. You have to say that it's almost impossible. Well, nothing's impossible in football, but a tall task for Maharashtra. They have to rush, and this was coming. Mizoram created so many chances, so many chances. By breaking through a defense that one was bound to go in, and it did. My word. Let's look at the goal again. Elizabeth, fine save by Anjali. Really good save, but no one's picking up Siami, and boom, there it is, the third goal. Mizoram heading to their first ever semi-final. What a story for the northeastern woman, for the woman from the hills. Amazing, amazing match here. Maharashtra clawing one back at the start of second half, but Mizoram, you have to say, putting the game to bed. A bit of gamesmanship there from Mizoram, but Maharashtra gave their all in the first 20, 30 minutes. Those chances in the first half, but that's how you learn. You learn from experience. Many of these girls, they've come in from the sub junior side, now looking to get a goal back. Referee plays on. No foul, says Rupa Devi. Now, what can they do? A chip over Nupui's goal, but it's safe. The Mizoram keepers had a few hairy moments in this half, but she'll be happy overall. Mizoram play down, but Maharashtra play on. They're under no obligation to play it out. Now play stops finally so that she can be attended to. Maharashtra made a really good fist of it during the second half, but it's been all Mizoram in the first half, and then the third goal, the killer blow, confirmation that Zai received a yellow card. Mizoram won't mind. They're heading to a semi-final, a potential clash against either of Manipur or Assam. Maharashtra sending on number 7. Now, a pass to Karen Pace, but she's called offside. They learn from experience, Maharashtra. They'll come back stronger next year, hopefully. But for now, plaudits to Mizoram, whose fast, breathtaking players left Maharashtra stunned. Absolutely brilliant to watch these, slicing through at will. And you have to say, Mizoram could have been 4, 5, 6 for Mizoram. Such has been the dominance of their play. Interestingly, the chairman of the Mizo Women's Committee, Lalruat Sangha, was telling me yesterday that they had planned to book their tickets after the quarterfinals when the women intervened and said, listen, we want to get to the final. Don't book our tickets until the final. They have lived up to their words. They're on the verge of their first ever semi final. And credit to Maharashtra too, their first ever quarterfinal. Two first time quarterfinalists duking it out. And this, the first semi final of the 2021 Women's National Football Championships. People watch women's football. It's exciting, it's fast, it's breathtaking, as this game has proven. Nothing comes of it. They sky it over Maharashtra. But just getting back to it, two major tournaments coming in India for 2021 as number 7 Sapna replaces number 3 Kimberly. Big tournaments, big chance for Indian viewers to get closer to their Indian women's football heroes. First up, the Asian Cup, the Senior Women's Asian Cup, and then the Under 17 Women's World Cup. What a treat those two tournaments will be as we head into a drinks break. Or it seems we're taking the drinks break later. This play is set to continue. Now, Mizoram, can they add a fourth? They might, but it's offside. Again, they won't mind. They won't mind the number of offsides, outnumber the goals. What's important is that figure, that 3 in the column next to their name, as opposed to the 1 next to Maharashtra. For a while, it looked like Maharashtra would come back into the match, but Mizoram's third, a breathtaking counter. Just another one of those uncountable counters, really. Maharashtra really have struggled. They've gone for the high block, but they've not been able to catch Mizoram offside. And the women from the hills of northeastern India have been so smart in breaking through the offside trap. They've delayed their runs, painted. You have to say that credit to Coach Rosara and his team, Grace Dal Rampari using all her national team experience, Lanun Siami and Elizabeth leading from front, Tansangi putting a heroic shift in midfield. Chanhimi, the captain, and Muani, the fullbacks, giving Maharashtra no space whatsoever. Heading into the next match, Mizoram's slight area of concern might be their centre backs. They have looked vulnerable when attacked through the middle. Did Maharashtra miss a trick by not playing more balls through the middle? Their best two chances from Karen Pace and Muriel Adam have all come through the middle. First half penalty for Amy. You hope she gets over it. You hope she'll come back stronger next year. But she blazed it over. And with the score at 2-0, could have been equal. But now it's Grace again. Elizabeth. Oh, it's a tackle. But Ruba Devi, let's play go on. So Elizabeth's on the ground. You have to say that the front two definitely caught the eye of the scouts. Definitely great that these championships are throwing up more contenders. And Thomas Genevieve said that his squad isn't locked until the very last minute. That's a message to all these players that they might be playing in their first ever Asian Cup. What a moment for some of them. As we look at the tackle, number 8, Mansi, bringing down Elizabeth. Mansi's had a tough time of it as Elizabeth hassled and harried her throughout. Mansi will definitely be better for the experience. As number 13, BD. That's what she goes by, BD. Looks to keep the ball in the corner. The captain, Chanhimi, with the resulting throw in. Mizoram playing this high press, looking to get these balls up way higher up the pitch, not give Maharashtra a moment of rest. We're looking forward to the other quarterfinals this afternoon. Join us on the Indian football team's Facebook and YouTube page. Big quarterfinals today. Manipur versus Assam, Railways versus Goa, and another heavyweight clash between a battle of two former winners, Odisha versus Tamil Nadu. That's bound to be a tasty one, and you won't bet against either of those sides going all the way to the final. It's a pity they had to clash in the quarterfinals, but this is the Senior Women's National Football Championships. This is what it meant for to set the best apart from the rest. Assam, another first time quarterfinalists, will be up against Mizoram. Manipur, my apologies, Manipur 20-time champions. Won't be easy for Assam, but they didn't come here to make the quarterfinals. You have to win, you have to face the best at some point or time or the other, and it starts from the quarterfinals. Three first time quarterfinals here. Goa will be happy to make a mark too, as will former champions Railways. Free kick for Mizoram. Now what can Maharashtra do? But it's stolen from them. Mizoram with the box. Offside. Won't matter. Rosal will be telling his team to go for the fourth one. But they know they've done their jobs. Just telling them, Rosara, to keep at it, to keep going for the fourth goal. Now, the attempted ball through, but Mizoram centre back stay compact. Maharashtra almost certain to go home, can hold their heads high. It's been a wonderful tournament for them. They conceded only one goal prior to this quarterfinal against Sikkim, and that too against the group's top scorer Suju Hangma Limbu of Sikkim. To all of those unaware about Mizoram, the northeastern state is definitely worth a visit. Has a beautiful football culture, some of the most beautiful grounds, as Elizabeth's called for offside. How many times has she been called for offside? She won't mind. She got the first goal. and then forced the third with a low drill shot. 18-year-old keeper Anjali Barke, it's been a baptism of fire for the Krida Prabodhini player from Pune, but these are experiences that make good players. You hope she'll come back stronger. She's done well, mind you. She's done well to come out of a line to stand strong in the onslaught of the red attacks. As we see another substitute for Maharashtra, number 13, coming for number 14, Ritika. Maharashtra looking for some change down the flank. Now, Karen Pays loses the ball, gets it back. Just 21 Karen Pays. A lot of time on her hands. A prolific striker, 25 goals in the last 3 years. She'll be playing the Indian Women's League as will many of these players. Number 19, Deep there. Ritika Shani, my apologies. Ritika Shani on for Valencia. Another ball through. Anjali Baki again out. Anjali collects it. Aishwarya on for Ritika. There are two Ritikas in this team. One started and Ritika Shahani came on later as Mizoram disappointed by that call as we wind down to full time. Number 8, Maui coming on. Wonderful display by the women in red. They'll be really proud. MFA Secretary Tete Amar says he wants to grow the women's game and they're giving him plenty of reasons. Maui, confirmation of that Maui replaced Zai, who was a live wire down the left wing. Mizoram, the ball in the middle. Can't get through. Lovely change. Ritika has it. The opportunity wasted for Maharashtra. You have to say it's been a game of half chances and wasted opportunities for Maharashtra. The first taste of a quarterfinals for these women and head coach Daryl Samuel, who was the assistant last year, he will be hoping, as will they, to come back stronger. As we see Maui bearing down on goal. Harifa strong in the tackle. Can't shake off Maui. Ambitious long range attempt by Grace. She's been another standout player for Mizoram. The number 11, the Indian Women's International, using all her experience to guide her team. But it's been a team effort from the front to the back. The fullbacks, including the captain, have been excellent for Mizoram. They've let nothing, absolutely nothing go through. Again as Chan Himi, the captain, and the right back. Offside. Mizoram strong. Their next opponents, whoever they might be, Manipur or Assam, will be wary. And even though Manipur are 20-time champions, anything would happen at this, the 2021 Women's National Championships. That's what these tournaments are made of. Upsets. As we see another ball, Anjali comes out. It's a foul, but it's an advantage. She finishes it off. Elizabeth with the fourth. What a beautiful celebration to go with it. Nothing they could do. As we see the trademark Sioux celebration again. There it is. But nothing they could do. Nothing Anjali Barke could do once they broke through. And as you see, Elizabeth with the simplest of finishes for a second goal of the game. Too easy. As Mizoram march on to the semifinals. The balance of play, you have to say this was more than deserved. So many chances for Mizoram, so many chances, and one bound to go in. Anjali Barke came out. She took out the striker, but she could not prevent Mizoram for converting the fourth. It's been a tough day for the 18-year-old Maharashtrian goalkeeper, but one that she'll always remember for her first ever Women's NFC quarterfinals. Again, they break through again. It's Miriami. Plays the ball back. What will Grace do? She takes a shot. Difficult for Maharashtra to digest this, especially after the first opening salvo of the second half. They pounced on a mistake by Nupui, the Mizoram keeper, to claw one back, but Mizoram, continuing in the same vein from the first half and getting two goals in identical fashion, breaking through the defense, playing balls in behind them, and easily slicing them through. What a joy it has been to watch this Mizoram team. Anjali confirmation of that. She brought the striker down in the build up to the goal, got herself a yellow card for troubles but could not prevent the goal. It's alright, Coach Daryl Samuel will put a hand on her shoulders and tell her to get on with it. Riyati replaced Elizabeth, confirmation of that. Mizoram's top goal scorer from the tournament taken off. Elizabeth now with four. Oh, they're giving it away, Maharashtra again. Now. Oh, that's a poor finish. Could have been five for Mizoram, but it's been called offside. Mizoram won't mind. They played exactly the way they wanted to, exactly how they thought Maharashtra would play. And you can see Siami, even in the dying minutes, making those runs, bending her runs to stay on side. Too easy for them. As Mansi shrugs off the attacker. Excellent 1-2 play there. Lovely play there. The corner. Correction, it's a goal kick. Maharashtra, with time running out, will be hoping to grab a consolation. Mizoram's endurance. They're just as hungry as a pack of wolves, chasing down balls, pressing Maharashtra, not giving them a moment of notice. And when they get the ball, the counter. The cross! Mizoram can't convert, can't get a fifth. Goal kick to Anjali Barke. Shot coming in, but it's blocked. Ansi stepping out with the ball. Lovely ball through to Karen Pace. She's through on goal. But Nupui comes out and saves the ball. She's not quite redeemed herself, but she'll be desperately disappointed to have conceded that goal. It was a soft goal to concede, and she spilled a routine free kick which was bundled in by Maharashtra. And now they've broken through again. Again, is it a fifth? It's not. It's straight to Anjali Warke. You have to wonder what the Mizoram coach has to say about this. He'll be happy with the four goals, but surely he knows it could have been much, much more. A combination of poor movement, offside runs, and lackadaisical finishing is the only factor keeping Mizoram apart from a what is known as a cricket scoreline. Maharashtra had their moments too. The game could have been so much different if they had scored with those one-on-one chances over the penalty. Then, had they followed up like they did at the start of the second half, it could have been 2-all and it would have been a much different game. As our viewers know, momentum is a huge thing in football, and the surge of confidence Maharashtra would have got from scoring in the first half is immeasurable. As it stands, Mizoram have put them to the sword, broken down the defense at will, and scored four. Nupui grabs that ball as Ruba Devi winds down the clock. Again, you can see four red shirts breaking through at will, and it's full time. Confirmation from the other semi-final, other quarterfinal. Railways 4-2 Goa. Railways 4-2 Goa. So Railways are through to the quarter semi-finals, as have Mizoram. Mizoram have put Maharashtra to a sword here. Two goals by Elizabeth and Siami. Mizoram with 13 shots to Maharashtra's 8. 8 on target for Mizoram to Maharashtra's 4. Anjali Barka having to make only 4 saves, but then letting 4 in. 16 fouls to Mizoram. They're not afraid to go in tackles. 5 yellow cards. They were all in. Free kicks 7 to Maharashtra's 50. One penalty to Maharashtra which they missed. Amazing, amazing match here. Join us for the other quarterfinal at 3. But yes, as you heard it, Railways through after the 4-2 win against Goa, and as have Mizoram. So we have our two semi-finalists, Mizoram and Railways, one former winner, and this is lovely to watch from the Mizoram women as they celebrate in style. Muani leading the celebrations along with the coach Rosara, a wonderful sense of unity. Thank you all for joining us. My name is Orko Bhattacharya. Thanks to Sports KPI once again for the stream. Join us at 3 for the next quarterfinal and see you soon. Stay tuned and keep the excitement high. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.